During our stay in Avignon, we took short train trips to visit some of the most important and impressively maintained Roman structures in France. The viaduct spanning the River Gard, the Pont du Gard, and the amphitheater and temples in the extraordinary city of Nimes. Nimes is often called the French Rome due to its rich Roman heritage and well-preserved ancient structures. Welcome to Wandering with Rick and Rachel. Come with us as we explore culture, history, art, food, and wine. This time, we day trip from Avignon, France to the city of Nîmes and spend an afternoon at the Pont du Gard.
We're a director and an actor who've spent our lives telling stories on stage. Now we're chasing new ones out in the world, one unscripted moment at a time.
Please like and subscribe, and in the comments below, suggest what gem we should explore next. We began our day in Nîmes by taking a short walk directly from the train station to the Roman amphitheater that dominates the city. So this is what it felt like when you walked into the arena for your combat?
Oh, I think it felt a little more intense than what I'm strolling through. Just like admiring. I think that it was, yes, as you were probably going to die.
Yeah. So where are we?
We are in Nîmes, France, and we took a day trip from Avignon to come to Nîmes and look at several of the amazingly preserved Roman architecture, the arena. There's a few other things to look at and just wander around, and we have an exquisitely beautiful day for the end of November.
Really, it's like mid-50s,
yeah.
Beautifully sunny, barely a breeze. It's gorgeous.
We're very, very lucky.
Yeah.
So we're just going to wander around.
And so we did a little bit of research on this, and I think you discovered that this is one of the best preserved Roman arenas in Europe. Is that right?
The best in the Roman world.
The best.
It is the best preserved, is what they say. So I believe them.
And it looks like obviously the entire
always.
arena now has stadium seating installed, so they have very large events here. We know that they have some of the French-style bullfights, and I'm guessing they also must do large music events here.
Probably music.
We'll look that up. Yeah.
Theater, concerts,
Yeah.
all kinds of amazing.
It's incredible. It looks like it would seat, I don't know,
I don't know, we'll blurb that.
yeah, it's very, very large.
I'm just looking at all the top walls along there are almost completely intact.
Yeah, I mean,
the arena in Verona that we're familiar with, there are huge, huge chunks where all that's gone. And
Yeah. And obviously huge chunks of the Colosseum are gone in Rome as well.
Yeah.
Which I wonder why this particular arena is still so intact.
We'll have to check, but I think it's just because it's pretty much stayed in constant use, I think.
The arena was built around 70 AD, shortly after the Colosseum in Rome. People came to watch everything from brutal gladiator contests to hunts with wild animals, and for centuries it was the beating heart of Roman public life here. Its survival is due to several factors. First, it was never abandoned. Instead, it was transformed into a fortress in the Middle Ages and later a small town with houses and churches built right inside its walls. So, it has been constantly maintained. Also, the local limestone used is especially strong and durable.
We're busy trying to navigate from point to point. There's an audio guide that you can download on your phone. And if you do that, look at the map before you start walking around, unlike us. Now we know what to do after we realized we should look at a map.
So now we're looking at point 4.
Yes.
This is how they indicate where you should be to listen to the audio guide. Plain as day.
Hey, you just put something in your mouth. What are we up to now on our glorious day?
Well, we're sitting up here near the top of the Roman amphitheater.
Yes.
And having a little picnic lunch. Ham and a baguette yesterday.
The sandwiches.
In
cheese,
Avignon.
water.
We made some sandwiches this morning, and we had some fruit. We decided to sit here in the amphitheater and have a wonderful alfresco lunch. A little picnic. The way the Romans used to do.
We're feeling very fortunate to be sitting out here on a beautiful day, having a little snack,
In the sun.
looking at this absolutely stunning amphitheater in this beautiful city. So we're gonna snack up here, try to get our audio guide to work again. We're not having much luck. I'm eating. Leave me alone. I just want to eat. I eat my sandwich. And we're going to find chocolate later.
Is that a promise?
I hope. Yeah,
Okay.
something good. So our walk from the arena, which is only 5-ish minutes maybe, we've got to La Maison Carree, which I think I pronounced correctly, I'm not sure. And this is an Roman temple. An English temple. No, we're not in England. We are in France, but it is a Roman temple and it is magnificently preserved.
Built in the 1st century AD, the Maison Carrée, or square house, is a perfectly preserved example of the ideal Roman temple. It was dedicated to Augustus Caesar's heirs, Caius and Lucius.
Steps to walk up before you can go inside. No handrails. Okay.
It's incredibly impressive facade and so well preserved. My goodness.
We're inside at Maison Carree. Pretty cool. They built a brand new roof and ceiling because obviously the other one did not survive. And what we're looking at, there's a lot of informative displays and things to read about. Get a little history. Last year, this was in 2023, listed on UNESCO World Heritage Sites, which is way cool. And just imagine what this looked like when the walls were all covered in marble. Unless they were covered in frescoes. I don't know. One or both? Isn't this pretty?
Yeah, I just love this. There's water everywhere in this town. Fountains, canals like this.
We're walking towards the Jardins de Fontaines, mountains. We're going to see what it looks like. There's more cool stuff to explore, so we don't know. It's going to find stuff.
While the city is not explicitly nicknamed City of Fountains, it is renowned for the number and beauty of its many water features. This is directly linked to its Roman past as a crucial colony that relied on an elaborate water system to support its population and strategic importance. A 30-mile-long aqueduct that notably included the Pont du Gard viaduct was engineered to bring fresh spring water to the city.
This is just so...
It's a really delightful town, isn't it?
Well, we haven't seen the whole town yet. What we've seen so far is just speaking to me. And if you look over here, we're walking this way, we've got some gentlemen playing. I don't know if it's pool or if it's what there's another game with the balls that they play too. So I could go ask, but I don't want to get yelled at. They're very serious. No women allowed. Might get me a new boyfriend out here, though. That's so cool. Did you see? So the balls are metal, and these guys, because they don't want to bend down and pick them up, they have strings with a big magnet on it. And when they need to pick their ball up off the ground, they just put the string down, click it, pull it up, take the ball off, wrap the string back around their neck.
The famous Jardins de la Fontaine are magnificent. Dating back to the 18th century, the gardens were built around the ancient water source that attracted Roman settlement to the area. These gardens include ancient Roman baths, fountains, statues, a temple, and the Tour Magna, the largest tower remaining from the Roman walls that fortified the city.
This is really something. We're at the Temple of Diane here in Nîmes, and it's just wild. I don't have any boots, so we'll walk around.
It's a big puddle.
Big puddle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow is all I can say. Wow, 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 wow.
The Temple of Diana is a Roman site whose ultimate purpose remains a deep mystery, as does the origin of its name. Built directly in front of the main springs in the garden in the 1st century, or was it the 2nd? Some argue it was a temple, some a library. In any event, it is an incredibly evocative site for history geeks to explore.
So this is some graffiti on the temple, 1745. I don't know if you can see, there's a bunch more as you go up.
And it looks like M. Monsieur Lajoie from Orleans was here with companions with his companion.
I lost it. There we go.
Tellier de Pierre. Also, there's a Masonic symbol over to the right.
Yeah, it's
So I
kind
think
of
they were
hard to get
Masons.
these in.
They may have been Freemasons.
Well, no, that could be somebody else's. I think.
There's definitely signs of Freemasonry here.
Right. And you can't really see it all the way up. It's all graffiti. Carved in way to the top. What are you looking at?
More graffiti here.
Uh-huh.
More graffiti over on this side. And it looks like there's the remains of some painted elements way up top in there.
More graffiti and painted elements. Yep.
Yeah. Now this, you can see this semicircle of bubbling water that's coming up. So apparently this is being fed by the original ancient spring, which is why the city developed here, and the Romans built an entire system to divert and use this water. And this spring comes from deep, deep subterranean caves, and it's still, as you can see, bubbling up and feeding this entire park fountain system. And is crystal clear. I don't know if you can see on the video, very, very deep here. And you could see, I'm seeing probably down easily 20 to 25 feet.
Isn't this wild? Stunningly gorgeous and funky. Where are you going?
Going through this natural little cave structure over here.
Don't get lost. We had a fun walk up here, past all the fountains and exploring the Temple of Diane. There's a tower further back into the park. It's closed right now, so we're not even going to bother walking up there because if you get up there, you have a panoramic view, but it's closed for restoration. So we're just going to go back down, go into town, and walk around through the old town for a bit until our train comes.
Yep, let's go.
So we came by train from Avignon, and it is about a 25 to 30 minute train ride, depending on the train you get. So not bad at all.
Je serai là. Bonne fête.
What a fun day we've had here in Nîmes. Sun's going down, we have a train to catch, we're gonna walk back. They're setting up for the Christmas market. We're gonna walk by there for a second. You can see a little bit of it right now. There's a carousel. There are
Ferris wheel, yeah.
Ferris wheel, yes. Rides, booths. They're gonna be selling stuff. Anyway, the light's gorgeous. We had a fabulous day, and we're gonna go back and get something to eat.
Back to Avignon, to the train station. Here we go. The Pont du Gard is a Roman aqueduct bridge built between 40 and 60 AD to supply the city of Nîmes with water. It's a marvel of Roman engineering, showcasing their ability to construct massive structures using precise stone cutting and gravity-based architecture. It's the highest of all known Roman aqueduct bridges in the world. It remained in use for centuries, even after the fall of the Roman Empire, and is a magnificent link to the past. This is just an exceptional viewpoint. This aqueduct is part of a water system that goes 54 kilometers and terminates in the city of Nîmes, where we were the other day, and we took some wonderful photos and some videos of the Roman sites there. And the Romans built this, and I guess until about the 4th century AD, water continued to flow until there was too much limestone growth, I understand, in the top chamber where the water would flow, and it stopped. But it was, this particular part was the highest aqueduct built in the Roman world. And it's still, as you can see, in incredible condition. It's quite a sight to behold over the River Gard below us. So this is the very, very top of the aqueduct, the open section of channel where the water would flow. And of course it would flow and reach this level. Hi, Rachel. Rachel's underwater. And then it would continue right into these tunnels that they would dig out so that the water would continue on its journey to Nîmes.
We came to the other side of the pont, and I mean, wherever you are, it's just an amazing experience to look at and to think about the engineering, the work, the impact on people's lives that this had. And right now, everybody just come in and enjoy it for its beauty. And then here on the river, you can see how clear this water is. And this spot, and among a lot of others up and down the river, you can just go swimming when the weather's nice.
Not today at the very end of November.
But it's warm. I mean, it's not swimming weather, but can you ask for better weather?
No, it's beautiful here today.
One day left. And what's really cool too, because we love stuff like this, look, there are caves. There's a cave there, there's a little cave up there, there's some caves back there, there's a little cave over there, there's another cave over there.
We'll probably go check those out.
This looks like it was carved out, but we don't know what we're talking about. We just guess.
Rachel and I just love ancient Roman history, and we remain astonished at how much of their handprint is present in so many locations as we travel and explore. We look forward to visiting more sites and walking in their footsteps. Oh, and Christmas time in France is a blast, and we have more on that.